What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is probably a video y'all are not expecting, especially since this is a video that I didn't even know that I was finna come out with. Low-key, I didn't even know if I was ever gonna see this movie, I'm not gonna lie. Because the controversy behind the whole concept of this film being stolen is not lost on me. In fact, that's like the entire reason why I was able to avoid spoilers and trailers. I'm sorry, I sound sick, by the way. I'm fucking dying over here in the Midwest, y'all. I apologize. But I saw everything surrounding this film being stolen, and I was like, alright, well, just because another independent filmmaker stole from another independent filmmaker, like, two wrongs don't make a, two wrongs don't make a, what the fuck? There's gotta be another diatribe that would be better than that I just can't come up with because I'm sick. So because of all that shit, I wasn't even interested in seeing the movie, I'm not gonna lie. But I did see some more recent citations, some more recent articles with some dates that made me feel a little bit better about checking this movie out. Because god damn it, I did want to check this movie out. Like, the concept, like, body horror, romance, come on, you know me. And Alison Brie, I'll literally watch anything she does. I'll watch anything she does. She could do performance art of her farting for 20 minutes and I'd watch. Ugh, gross. There'd probably be so many people that would watch that for like nasty reasons, but freaky ass bitches on the timeline at all times. Like, I'm not one of them on the time. Okay, let's start talking about the movie now. Together is the directorial debut of independent filmmaker Michael Shanks. And like I was talking about a few seconds ago, it is not lost on me that it has been said that the concept of this film was essentially just yoinked by Alison Brie and Dave Franco. But you know what? I wasn't there and I don't know, so we're just gonna talk about the movie. How about that? It's a body horror romance starring real couple Alison Brie and Dave Franco. And like I said, bro, I love me some Alison Brie. I always have, ever since I saw Community, right? And I have liked quite a few projects that Dave Franco has been involved in as well. And I think their relationship is hella cute in like a super parasocial way. You feel me? General synopsis of the plot is that a couple moves to the country during a little crossroad in their relationship and they experience something a little freaky together. And you know, some chaos ensues. This is going to be a spoiler-free review because surprisingly, I thought this was a pretty solid movie. Like I said, somehow it was out of hate. It was out of hatred. Somehow I avoided like everything involving this film. So when it was on Hulu and I was like looking it up and like doing a little bit more research and I was like, you know what, fine, fuck it, I'll watch it. I was like, I was really surprised. Like, it locked me in immediately. There is like a beginning scene of this film and I was like, damn. like leading up to the title card, I was like, damn, that's kind of good. What the fuck? I think especially for normie horror, let me explain. I know that sounds hella derogatory, but there's super good normie horror out there. Okay, this being an example, but I just mean as a horror film that's targeted towards like general audiences. Like, it has Alison Brie and Dave Franco in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are gonna go see the movie because they recognize the names on the title of the screen, right? I think for a film like that, this goes pretty far. I also think this is the perfect date movie. It's really well done. It's shot in Australia, and there are a lot of parts of this film where, you know me, I'm biased towards my Aussies. There's so many parts in this film where I just noticed that the scenery was absolutely gorgeous, and I was like, damn, it really is beautiful over there, huh? There are also a few parts of this movie that really made me laugh. I think Alison Brie and Dave Franco, no shit, have a lot of chemistry on screen to the point where I was kind of worried how they would play a relationship that's supposed to be going through this much turmoil. I think they did fine. I think they did good. I definitely think that Alison Brie low-key carries. I do love Dave Franco's performance, but Alison Brie is the GOAT. Plus Annie's boobs cameo, if you know, you know. I think it was a pretty well put together take on modern relationships. I think a lot of horror movies nowadays choose to center around like trauma or like grief, and so I low-key thought this one was going to center around just codependency, but they go into a lot more in this film than I thought they would, and I really appreciated that. And I really appreciated some of the moments where they're like talking to each other as a couple and being like hella vulnerable. There's like one scene in specific that I was like, damn, Damn, Dave Franco kind of acting the shit out of this for real. I think these are pretty decently well-rounded characters. I love the direction. Nice job, Michael Shanks. Nice job. Thought the cinematography was great. Like I said, the Aussie scenery looks great. I think it's very easy to digest plot-wise. Like I said, normie horror. Like, it's low-key predictable. And there are some aspects of the film that I feel are hella overdone at this point. Like I said, no spoilers, but like there's nothing groundbreaking in this film. There is some crazy imagery in here, and I don't know if I just think it's, like I said, like I've seen some, like we've all seen like Terrifier and shit, like but like we're not talking about that right now. Like there's some crazy imagery in here, like I was not expecting from this film, and I was like, damn. Which also made me kind of disappointed when there were some parts where I thought they were going to go a little farther and they didn't. One scene in specific where I was like, oh, this is about to get so good, and then it just cuts. I'm assuming that was a studio decision, because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Alison Brie and Dave Franco and the director would have been all for that. I definitely feel like this was like a studio decision, because this is a neon movie. Like I said, this is gonna be pushed out into like every theater in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Like, they couldn't go too crazy with it. You feel me? I also love seeing Alison Brie do horror and weird shit. There's this one movie on Netflix. It was so, oh, Horse Girl. Horse Girl was so weird, and Alison Brie was so good in that. Movie has a good runtime. I think it flows nicely. The ending was kind of eh. I think some parts, like I said, could have pushed a little farther, even for normie horror. But it was nasty. It was nasty. I was expecting nastier, only because of how people were talking. It's kind of like when you see Longlegs and you read all the shit that people are saying about Longlegs, and there's like, this is the scariest fucking movie of all time. It's gonna rip your fucking dick off and it's gonna fuck you in the ass with how fucking scary it is. Like, you have no idea. You could watch someone die on live television. It could be as scary as Longlegs, and it's not. You know what I mean? But like, I know that's like marketing, right? Like, that's how marketing works, right? But like, I was expecting a little nastier, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm giving this movie a 3.5, maybe even a 4 out of 5. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? But I love the shit out of this film. I love this so much. I'm on my third watch. Dude, look, I know. I'm loving showing it to people right now, and that's why I wanted to come on here and talk about it. God, I thought it was such a fun movie. Super fun movie. Fun fact, did you know that a male anglerfish will bite a female and merge with their body? Fucked. Art imitates life. Right. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Together. Let me know what you guys think of the controversy involving this film basically just being stolen from another independent director. Let me know how you feel about that. If you like the video, make sure you actually like the video. Hit the sub button if you want to subscribe. Yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you. Fuck off.